Welcome to WEFM'S 3pm News. I am your presenter, Jessica Klein. First, on the local scene. The Ministry of Health, Wellness and the Environment is encouraging persons to take all necessary precautions to continue protecting themselves and those at greater risk from dengue fever. An official release from the Health Ministry states a total of 15 cases of the mosquito-borne disease have been recorded between the periods of January to September 21st, 2023 by the Epidemiology Unit of the Ministry. This record, according to health professionals, are within the threshold expected. Up to date, no deaths have been reported due to dengue fever. Dengue fever is a mosquito-borne illness that is caused by the bite of a mosquito carrying the virus that causes dengue. Persons are encouraged to seek early care from their healthcare provider if they are experiencing fever accompanied with nausea, vomiting, skin rash, body aches and pains, swollen glands, and headaches. The ministry says it will continue to monitor dengue fever closely, locally and regionally, and will update the public accordingly. Vincentians are once again given the opportunity to get rid of their old household items as the Solid Waste Management Unit in the Central Water and Sewerage Authority, CWSA, carry out its free white goods collection service this week. White goods are household items such as large and small appliances, beds and bedding, gardening equipment, and barrels. The service is provided twice a year since it began in September 2011, according to Public Relations and Marketing Assistant at the CWSA, Samantha George. Mrs. George reminded persons that construction material, including wood, galvanized, tiles, and concrete, are not part of this free service and should not be put out for collection. She also noted that white goods should be placed at your usual garbage collection spots on the scheduled day and that commercial entities are excluded from this free service. Still on the local scene, Shanique Lavier, 31-year-old domestic of Chateaubelair, has been arrested and charged by police with 3 counts of child abandonment. According to an official release, the offenses of which Lavier has been charged occurred at Chateaubelair on September 18th, 2023 at about 9 a.m. The charges, which were laid on Sunday, 24th September, are as follows. Shanique Lavier did abandon a 13-year-old student in a manner likely to cause unnecessary suffering or injury to his health. Did abandon a 9-year-old student in a manner likely to cause unnecessary suffering or injury to his health. And thirdly, did abandon a 2-year-old infant in a manner likely to cause unnecessary suffering or injury to his health. On September 25th, 2023, Lavier appeared at the family court and pleaded guilty to the charges. The matters were adjourned to October 30th, 2023 for a social inquiry report. On the regional scene, the Barbados Police Service, according to the head of the Unity Workers Union, Caswell Franklin, should be able to retire and receive their pension earlier. During the Friends and Citizens of St. Peter meeting on Sunday evening, the former opposition senator stated that this was necessary considering the type of work lawmen are engaged in daily as they fight crime and secure the island. He highlighted that Barbados Defense Force personnel are allowed to get their pensions after 15 years of service at the age of 45, and the Barbados Police Service should be brought in line with that instead of age 67 or 68. He noted that several countries, including St. Lucia, require policemen to work for 20 to 25 years before being eligible for retirement and get a pension, which he says makes more sense unless one works in the office to direct people. According to Franklin, the National Union of Public Workers, the Barbados Workers Union, and the Barbados Employers Confederation have lost their way by allowing such measures to be proposed to the working public. A 23-year-old man has succumbed to gunshot wounds as he sought to shield his child on Sunday night in Vicksburg, St. Lucia. Reports state that the toddler was unhurt after a shooter on foot opened fire on a vehicle around 8 p.m., killing Ryan Henry. The family member who identified the deceased told St. Lucia Times that Henry, his stepfather, who was driving a Toyota vehicle, and the child, almost 2 years old, were in the vehicle when a masked shooter opened fire and fled. The child was in the front passenger seat with Henry. According to that family member, Henry sought to shield his child and shoved the little girl away to the driver's side as two gunshots rang out in Bruceville. He was hit and later succumbed. The child has been placed under the care of a female relative after the fatal shooting. Family sources stated that Henry had no issues with anyone. Investigations into the matter are ongoing. Finally, on the international scene, Amazon has announced that it will begin running ads on its Prime Video service in early 2024. The company explained that this will allow for the continuation of investments toward compelling content, with the intention of increasing that investment over a long period of time. Amazon's spending on Prime Video content increased over 30% in 2022, likely accounting for the company's need to rely on an additional source of income. Prime Video will join a number of platforms like Netflix, Disney Plus, and Max that have made that change in recent years by introducing ads to its streaming service. While the introduction to commercial breaks on these sites was controversial, these ads have proven to be successful for all who have made the change. Amazon's addition of ads, however, may be more controversial as the Prime Video plan currently sits at $14.99 per month and will receive the ads. Viewers will be required to pay an extra $2.99 each month to continue enjoying the service without ads. This has been WEFM's 3pm News. I have been your presenter, Jessica Klein. Join us again at 5:30 p.m. for WEFM's Evening News, and we thank you for listening.